Hey guys, welcome to Testing Academy, and in this video we are going to learn about everything about the JSON, and we are going to do it practically how you can use a JSON, especially in your Python project, or if you are working with Java, then how you can understand how you can parse a JSON, how you can use the JSON especially. Alright, so you are going to see everything practically, and I'm gonna do you live in front of you. So let's get started. This is gonna be a full crash course, guys, and it's gonna be a long video. And I hope you're able to understand everything about JSON, right? So let's start with a simple introduction. JSON is a JavaScript object notation, and it basically allows you to exchange data between a browser or any kind of a server, right? While we are doing the API testing or any kind of testing where we are sending the JSON request and we are getting as a response of JSON, right? JSON can contain mostly contains key value pairs, and these key value pair further can contain certain arrays and certain other different data types like integer, name, string, date type, boolean, right? So what I have found is that lots of people have very difficulty to parse this JSON, right? And I'm gonna give you the practical example. All right, so JSON is a text, and we can convert any kind of JSON object into JSON and send to the server, and server can respond us with another JSON, right? This is we can also convert any kind of JSON received from a server into JavaScript object. So if you are working with JavaScript, then parsing a JSON and working with JSON is very simple. But if you are working with a projects like Python or Java, it's very difficult. So I'm gonna give you examples of it also. So JSON, again, it's a language independent, means you can use any kind of language to parse the JSON, or you can use the JSON, right? This is a typical JSON looks like. For example, we have one object that you are seeing. Let me pull up my markers, and here we have, let's go to present. Yeah, so as you can see here, it's the normal JSON starts with certain curly braces, right? And we have, this is an object, and this object contains certain key. This is a key, and this is the value of that key, right? So if you want to access this response, right, and whenever, if you're using any kind of library, right? So for example, if you're using Python, and if you're using especially a Python project, this you can use a request module, which is going to give you this whole data into a single variable, right? Let's suppose we call it a simple variable, call it data, right? And if we want to access this page, we can use a dot operator, right, which is data dot page, or you can use data curly braces, square brackets, and in here you can mention the page as a variable, right? So this is how you can access the direct object. These are the direct objects. But as you can see, this email is not a direct object, right? It's basically the first object is data, which is a variable, and in the data this is a square bracket, right? It's an array, and in this array the first object of it contains this email ID, right? So it's very difficult to get this one. It's very simple, but right. So what you need to do is that data, that the value you are getting in here, you are going to use this value, which is again data, and after that you can use another square bracket, and you can type the 0th element, because this is the 0th element, right? This is 0th element, and this is the first element of an array, and this is the second element of an array. And after that you can use again square bracket, and you can use email ID here, right? And I'm going to give you the example in a correct words now. So that is how a normal JSON looks like, okay? And let's see that now what you can do is that you can stringify the JSON. So what you can do is that this JSON can be stringified by using a method of JSON.Stringify if you're using a JavaScript as a library, so that this whole object can be converted into a single string and that can pass into client and server, right? And similarly, what you can do is that whenever you are getting any kind of JSON as a string, you can parse it so that it's come back again in the form of objects, right? And let's see an example so that you are able to better understand this, right? So this is an example basically which where we have a JSON which is again in a curly braces, and we have the first, you can see it's a key, first key, and this is the value of that key, right? This is the product and this is the value of the product that we are getting, right? It's a direct object, and as you can see this person, right, from here to here, it's the person has a further an object again containing the ID of that person, name of the person, and phone. And again the phone is again it's an object containing home and mobile, right? Where the email of this person can be an array which contains two elements 0 and 1, right? So it's a multi and it's a complex JSON, right? And it contains a node direct object, we call it this direct object. So this is it. This is a direct object, this is a, you can say depth 1, and again this is like a depth 2 of this array, right? This is depth 2, this is depth 1, and this is like a directly accessible. So if you're using any kind of library, product access product is very simple, data square brackets product will give you this. And if you want to access person, you need to do, first you need to get the person, then after that you need to get the name of that person, and if you want to access the mobile, then you need to get the person, and after that you need to get the phone, then after that you need to get the mobile, right? Similarly, if you want to get this email ID, you need to get email first, and after that the second array element, right? So that's how a normal JSONs look like. And you can go further or more complex JSON, but this is like a pretty much a basic example. Most of the time whenever you are doing any kind of JSON work, this is probably the most complex JSON that you have seen, right? Cool. All right, so that's how normal JSON works. So how you can leverage, especially in Java, right? So what you can do is that you can use a simple library which is called as JSON simple, and this is the library, and this is the library, and you can go to Google and download this library, or you can add it into your Maven dependencies, right? And this is very simple. What you can do is that you can encode, you can use you can basically you encode the JSON. So you need to do is that you need to create one JSON object, and this is the key that we are giving, and this is the value. And after that, whenever you print it out, it will basically going to put a JSON. So that's how you created a new JSON using this library, right? Similarly, what you can do is that you can encode array. For example, if you want to create an array using this library, similarly to create an array, what you need is that you need to use this this class objects, which is JSON array. And after that, what you need to do is that you just use add method, and after that it's going to give you an array, right? Similarly, you can create list. And now what the interesting part, especially related to this simple JSON library, is that suppose we have this string, right? This string. So this is a string which contains a JSON with the key values, and this is the key, this is value, this is key value, right? And we want to parse this, right? What you can do is that you can create JSON.value parse, right? And this is available in this library, which is simple JSON, and you can pass this as a string here. And after that, when you pass, it will going to give you one object. That object you can basically do a typecast with a JSON object, right? And after that, you can use a method of JSON.get salary. Basically, you are going to give the keys here. So keys here. So whenever you give the key, you will get the respective value, right? But you need to make sure that you typecast to the respective value. That you need to know before right-handedly, else it will give you an error that whenever you do JSON object.get, it's going to give you an JSON object. You need to make sure to convert into a typecasted into a respective respective data types, right? So string, if it is coming as a string, you need to mention as a string, double or long, anything like this, right? So this is a very simple way to parse any kind of JSON, especially in Java, right? If you are doing it with Python, it's very simple. Again, what you need to do is that in Python we have a very simple way. This is a string JSON, and you can use a method of JSON. You can import a library JSON. You can use JSON.load, and this will return you as a dictionary, and dictionary can be accessed using this square brackets, right? Very simple way. Cool. And similarly, you can read the file from files using the JSON.load and mention the file name. You can convert any kind of dictionary into the JSON by using JSON.dump in the Python, right? So this is very pretty much it about the JSON basics behavior, and you can use different JSON editor to understand this concept, right? If you want to get this array, you can use data.array. So let me give you an example of it, right? Let's go to console, and let's copy this. Let's create a variable t. It's going to give me error because let me do it again. I need to escape this actually. What I mean to here is to explain is that very simple one. If you want to access, if you want to access this third variable, right, what you need to do is that you need to first come to data array, and after that the element, which is the second element, because 0 1 2, and after that you can access the third value, right? This is how you can do it. All right. So I hope you are able to understand this concept of JSON basics especially, and let me know if you have any kind of doubt. And this was a basic tutorial especially related to JSON, and let me know in the comments if you have any kind of issues especially, and let me know what are the thoughts on this video tutorial, and let's don't forget to like, share and comment, and let's see you in the next video. Bye.